this video, we would like to show you the new playlist inside of Vertex. Please keep in mind this is still in a preview stage, so some features may still be missing, but we would like to give you an overview of what the playlist can do for you in your everyday production environment. So, as nearly any object inside of Vertex, you will find the item playlists inside of the Project Explorer. By default, there's no playlist in there, so I'll do a right click, add a new one, and then simply drag and drop the playlist into my playback editor, where at the moment it says sequence 1, to replace sequence 1 by playlist 1. I'll then jump back into my content tab, grab 3 clips, and simply drag and drop them into the playback editor, and Vertex will automatically add them for me as a playlist. Maybe you have worked with playlists in other products. Vertex is designed to be very similar, but there are some key differences to other playlist approaches. As you can see, there are 3 main drop-downs inside of the playlist. The first one is very straightforward, the trigger. This defines how each playlist item is played back. So, for example, if I switch a trigger to manual, this item will wait for command until it starts to play. If I switch it to with previous, it will start as soon as the previous clip has started, and if I use it as follow, it will start as soon as the clip before it has finished. These functions are very common and well known when it comes to playlists. Where things get a bit different is the behavior and the fade mode inside of Vertex. The behavior defines what happens at the end of the clip. So if I have release selected, as soon as this clip is played back, it will be released, not be rendered anymore, it doesn't use up any performance anymore, and is simply not there anymore. If I use hold, the clip will stay there. For example, if you have a background clip which you're going to put some pips over it, you would use this function. The last function is the transition function. This leaves the clip present until a transition to the next playlist item is completed. This brings us to the fade mode. We've added different ways of how one clip can blend into another. For example, you can use a crossfade. So clip 1 will fade into clip 2. But you can also choose a fade in and a fade out. So the clip will now have a fade in time and a fade out time. Or you can simply have a hard cut with no fade whatsoever. As already mentioned, the playlist is still in development and we are still adding new features and functionality to it as we speak.